In loving memory of my best friend, Dixon David. Today, I would like to pay tribute to an exceptional human being, so very dear to me, the ever so remarkable Dixon David. For the first 21 years of his life, his intelligence, his charm, his genuine interest in others, his football skills, and his loyalty to friends and family are what made the name Dixon David popular in Kampong Pandan, where he grew up. His friends till today still speak about his skills and how he would stand up for them when others didn't. But after his accident some 20 years ago, which left him completely quadriplegic, that is, no sensation from the chest down, there was a major shift that sort of intensified his purpose, whether he realized it or not. He often used to jokingly say, "Most of the time I actually forget I'm disabled until someone reminds me." That's what made this extraordinary young man so very special. He never once had a victim complex simply because he lived for those around him. And personally, if you asked me, in my eyes, he was never disabled. And in fact, he was much more abled than most of the so-called able-bodied individuals out there. Despite his quadriplegia, he ran his own personal business, financially supported 5 households, led people out of all kinds of bureaucratic and legal issues, solved computer and IT issues like a pro, consulted on financial and business issues, and many more. All from his bed, where he was confined to pretty much all the time. In spite of all his health complications, he always made time for everyone and went out of his way to help anyone in need. He knew the SOCSO and EPF system so well. He pioneered the way for many to get beds, wheelchairs, and other facilities, as many did not know how to access them. Even those that did not like him knew that when they are in need of a fix, Dixon will try his best to get them out. Even when he was in disagreement or irritated with someone, he was always very determined to be objective and give them the benefit of the doubt. He would even grumble and complain or even yell at times, but at the end of the day, he will always cherish the person more than the argument. That was another exceptional quality he had in him, that is, overlooking the faults of others and being ever so kind and compassionate in nature. Dixon and I first connected via a mutual acquaintance back in early August 2019. Little did I know that a simple hello over WhatsApp message would turn into such a profound bond of friendship. What first attracted me towards him was his long-winded messages that also had a touch of humor in it. I always got nagged at by many for my lengthy messages, essays as people would call it, so to have a partner who shared a similar trait as me was nice for a change. Those long-winded back-and-forth messages quickly turned into phone calls which lasted for hours on end, usually at night till the wee hours of the morning. We could talk about anything and everything under the sun. We didn't have to filter ourselves as we conversed. From the random flirtations to the cocky jokes to the deep and meaningful conversations. Everything. He also never failed to be there for me even when I was at my most vulnerable state. He was one of the very few people I could cry to, and he would just listen silently and then crack a joke if it went on for too long, so that I would be able to quickly wipe my tears and move on. He didn't like to see or hear me feeling upset or depressed. He always reminded me of my worth and how far I've come in life, despite my challenges, although I never wanted to see it at times. He also always believed that I can achieve so much more in this world. In other words, he believed in me more than I believed in myself. But behind all that seriousness, there was never a time where he wouldn't crack a joke and make me laugh out loud till my stomach hurt. Such a hilarious person, so full of life he was. I gave him the title BFF, Best Friends Forever, and he was absolutely thrilled, saying that no one has ever given him that title before. From then on, that is what we called each other until the end. But whenever we would have our random disagreements, and when I would call him BFF, he would be like, "I'm not sure if I'm worthy of that title anymore," laugh out loud. To which I would quickly say, "Of course you are, and you always will be." Unfortunately though, the forever did not last as long as I had hoped for it to last. I only got the privilege of knowing this wonderful soul for 2 short years, but the memories I have created with him within this time frame will last me a lifetime. I will always cherish them all so very dearly. Dixon's sheer determination will always serve as a reminder to all of us to never give up no matter what life throws at us. He fought the good fight till the very end. He taught us all that the value of life is measured not by capability but by love and faith. He never believed in the concept of self-love and constantly emphasized on putting others first before one's own self. His selflessness always inspired me to be a better human being. I have always aspired to be more like him, and I will continue striving to be. Dixon constantly provided counsel for many individuals when he could, gave jobs to at least 20 people, made sure every child he met was heard, and remembered, so much so when he met them again for the second time, he would pick up the conversation where he left off, making them feel important. He never gave up on all our dreams and aspirations, always encouraging each one of us to press forward, always giving us ideas on ways we can pursue our goals and offering to help with it in the process. He also never held a grudge against anyone. He even called the guy that was responsible for his accident to have a chat with him and try to get involved in his life. He had genuine faith and an unwavering love for God, asking all the hard questions and pursuing the answers even when the path was vague. He was truly a daily reminder that life was worth fighting for, because even when your life is difficult, you can always make the life of your loved ones better and eventually live a beautiful life through them and with them. There is honestly so much more that I can say about this extraordinary gem, but I will stop here for now. However, I would just like to end with a personal message to my dearest best friend, and I sincerely do hope he can hear me as I say these words out loud. My dearest BFF, where do I even begin? Perhaps thank you and I'm sorry is where I should. Thank you for everything, and sorry for all the times I have wronged you, and for all the times I wasn't there for you when I should have been. I have only known you for approximately 2 years now, but the impact you have left on me is like no other. Tears roll down my eyes as I have flashbacks of all the memories we have created together, all our phone conversations which lasted for hours on end, all the inside jokes we shared, the endless teasing and laughter, the times we spent together in person, your sweet 40th birthday with all that amazing food and your favorite songs being played at the background, singing out loud with you along with all your closest ones. Oh boy, I can go on and on, honestly. This loss is so much harder than I thought it will ever be. Now I know what it feels like to feel the pain of losing someone so dear. But it brings me great comfort and solace to know that you are free now, free from the fetters of this mortal world, free from all the years of pain and suffering you had to endure, free from your caged physical body that gave up on you even though you never chose to give up on yourself, free as a majestic eagle soaring in the highest abode. Nothing can hold you back anymore, so fly high, my dearest best friend, fly high. I will miss you so very dearly. You will always remain in my thoughts and prayers, O charming one. Please continue to watch over us and guide us from above. Enjoy sweet paradise, Dixon, and please wait for me there. Till we meet again. Love you. Forever and always, your one and only BFF.